Hello learners, I am Parikshit and welcome to episode 4 of this NMAT 2021 Masterclass series. In this particular series, we are solving previous year and most frequently occurring NMAT questions. Most frequently as in questions which have repeated multiple times in past year NMAT papers and which are must do if you are serious about your NMAT 2021 preparation. So let's get started with today's class. So this is me, your educator on the platform with the highest live class rating. Thanks to my learners. Lot of batches on Unacademy in the next few days. 1st of September, 2 new batches, and then on the 4th, there is another new batch. So if you wish to subscribe to any of these batches, remember, you got to use the code which is there on your screen, Parikshit Live, for maximum discounts. Also, if you are looking at free mentorship, I repeat, free mentorship from my side, then the only code available which will give you free mentorship is the code on your screen, Parikshit Live. So for discounts and free mentorship, use the code Parikshit Live. Let's get started with today's session. Okay, the first set of questions are there on your screen. The first set of questions are there on your screens. Let's take up each of these questions at a time, okay? These are all previous year questions from the NMAT paper. First one. If the harmonic mean of two numbers is to their geometric mean is 24 to 25, find the ratio of the numbers. Okay. So let's say, let the two numbers be A and B. Let the two numbers be A and B. Now, how do you write the harmonic mean? So what they are saying, harmonic mean divided by geometric mean is equal to 24 divided by 25. Now, most of you might not be knowing the formula for harmonic mean. Harmonic mean is given by 2AB divided by A plus B. So how do you write the harmonic mean of two numbers? 2AB divided by A plus B. That is the formula for the harmonic mean. And how do you calculate the geometric mean of two numbers? Geometric mean of two numbers is the product of the two numbers to the power 1 by 2. 1 by 2. As an example, if you have forgotten geometric mean, let's say there are three numbers, 3, 4 and 6. How do you find out the geometric mean? Geometric mean will be the multiplication of these three numbers to the power 1 by n. N is the number of numbers. So if there are three numbers, it will be 1 by 3. So if there are two numbers, in our case there are only two numbers, so it will be the product of the two numbers to the power 1 by 2. Correct? Okay. So this, as per the question, is given as 24 divided by 25. Correct? So 2 ones are, 2 12s are. Can you cross multiply? Let's cross multiply this. Let's cross multiply. So I think before that, let's write it properly. So can I say this is equal to AB divided by A plus B, and then you have AB to the power half. AB to the power half, right? AB to the power half is root AB. Is equal to 12 divided by 25. Correct? Please cross multiply. Now, before cross multiplying, I think you can do one more step. Can you cancel out? What will you have? As an example, let's say you have 2 divided by root 2. What will happen? 2 can be thought of as root 2 into root 2 divided by root 2. So can I say 2 divided by root 2 will be root 2. 2 divided by root 2 will be root 2. Similarly, AB can be thought of as root AB into root AB, right? AB that you see in the numerator can be thought of as root AB into root AB. So one of them will cancel out. And what you will have in the numerator is root AB. AB can be thought of as root AB into root AB. So one of them will cancel out with the denominator. So what you get is A plus B in the denominator, root AB in the numerator and A plus B in the denominator. So one of the AB's out here and the root AB in the denominator will cancel out. So numerator can be thought of as root AB into root AB, and one of the root AB's will cancel out with the denominator. Now I think you can cross multiply. So 12A plus 12B is equal to root over is equal to 25 root AB. 25 root AB. Correct? I hope up till now there is no problem. you got to now check what are the values of A and B that will satisfy this equation. That will satisfy this equation. That is one way of solving. Another way of solving it, you might as well wish to solve this equation. You might wish to solve this equation. That also you can do. The choice is up to you. The choice is up to you how you solve. So either you substitute the answer options and check which answer option will satisfy, or you can solve this equation. I think the easiest way out here will be to check the answer options. And if you substitute the answer options here, the correct answer option would be option D. The correct answer option would be option D. Otherwise, you could have solved this equation, right? That also could have been possible, but I don't think you need to solve. The best way, NMAT will always have answer options. Substitute the answer options and check which one satisfies. It will be answer option D. Correct? So the first question answer is D. Let's go to the next one. If you are viewing me live and if you have queries, you can always ask. Second one, number 2. The average age of a husband and wife at their time of their marriage was 25 years. A son was born to them 2 years after their marriage. Present average age of all of them is 24 years. How many years is it since the couple got married? Okay, number 2, okay. So can I say at marriage, what was the age, sum of the ages of husband and wife? What was the sum of the ages of husband and wife? Let's say husband's age that time was H, wife's age that time was W. So H plus W divided by 2 was 25. Average is 25. So the sum of their ages was 25 into 2, 50. Correct? Next they say after 2 years, a son was born to them. After 2 years. So can I say 2 years later? 2 years later. What would have happened 2 years later? Think about it. If today I am 25 years old, 2 years later, my age would be 25 plus 2. Similarly, if husband's age, husband plus wife was 50 years, okay, 50 years at the time of marriage. So can I say 2 years later, husband's age would be H plus 2, while wife's age would be W plus 2, Correct? And plus their son is born. Let's say the son's age is, let's say the boy's age, let's say B. So what is the average? What would be the sum then? What would be the sum? Forget about the boy. What would be the sum then? Can I say the sum then would be, remember, would be 54. Will you agree? The sum then would be 54. Why 54? Because husband and wife, husband will be plus 2, wife will be plus 2. So can I say 2 years later, sum of their ages will actually be 50 plus 2, 54. 50 plus 2 for husband, wife also plus 2, so it will become 54. Are we clear on that? If you have a doubt, I think it's better if you ask. I'll remove this so that anyone should not have an issue with this. Again, I repeat, 2 years later, how did I get that 54? 2 years later. 2 years later, husband would be plus 2, wife would be plus 2. So plus 2, if you do 2 times, it will be plus 4. So the age would be 54. Now they are asking present. Present age is 24 years. Present average age is 24 years. So let's talk about the present. Let present be X years later. Let present be X years later. X years later. I don't know how many years later. As an example, you can think that this was 2010. H plus W, let's say as an example, you can think about it, 2010. So how many years later? 11 years later. So if it is 11 years later, husband's age would be H plus 11. In our case, it is not 11. It is rather X years later. So husband's age would be H plus X. Similarly, wife's age would be W plus X. Correct? And what would happen to the son? Son would be X years later. So can I say average is 24. So sum is 24 into 3, 72. 24 into 3, 72. Some of you might have a doubt here. Let's take numbers to understand. Let's say this was for the year 2010. So what would happen in 2021? Can I say in 2021, 11 years have lapsed. So as an example, what will you say? If 2010 husband's age was H, 2021, husband's age would be age plus 11. What would happen to the wife? If wife was W in 2010, in 11 years later, wife would be W plus 11. And remember, son got born in 2010. Son got born in 2010. So son also will be plus 11, and that should be equal to 54 as an example. We don't have 11. This was just an example. So instead of 11, I have X. Instead of 11, these three 11, I have an X. So I wrote X here. I wrote X here. And I hope you understand this now. So can I say H plus W plus 3X is 72. How much is H plus W? You already know. H plus W is 54 from the previous equation. So can I say 3X is 18 or X is how much? 6. So it has been 6 years since their son was born. It has been 6 years. Remember, 6 years since their son was born. And when did they got married? Their marriage was 2 years before their son was born. Their marriage was 2 years before their son was born. So answer would be 6 plus 2, 8 years. 6 plus 2, 8 years. Are you clear on this? If you are viewing me live, you can ask me your doubts. If you are viewing me live, if you have a doubt, you can ask. I will take a pause because it takes a few seconds for people who are asking doubts for your query to appear on the screen. Are we clear on this? Remember, 6 years is the son age, but their son was born 2 years after marriage. 2 years after marriage. So obviously, marriage happened 2 years before the son was born. So if son is 6 years, marriage must have happened 8 years ago. Are we clear on this? Any doubt? Any doubt? I don't see any doubts in people viewing me live. So I will take that as no doubts. Let's go to the third one. Let's go to the third one. Let's go to number 3. Okay. Number 3. A train which travels at the uniform rate of 20 meters per second leaves Madras for Arkonam at 6:30 a.m. At what distance from Madras will it meet a train? Okay, let's draw it. Okay, so you have a train leaving Madras for Arkonam. Okay, let's check this. Madras and Arkonam. So there are two places. Okay, so this is Madras and this is Arkonam, and a train is leaving. So 20 meters per second. 20 meters per second. So think about it. 20 meters per second. If I have to convert to kilometers per hour, so can I say 20 into 5 by 18 is 72 kilometers per hour. 72 kilometers per hour. So a train is leaving at a speed of 72 kilometers per hour. Correct? What time? Time is 6:30 a.m. Time is 6:30 a.m. At what distance from Madras will it meet a train which leaves Arkonam from Madras at 7:15 a.m.? So there is another train which leaves at 7:15 a.m. 7:15 a.m. Correct? And travels 1/4 faster than the former does. Think about it. The previous train, the speed is 72. The new train, the one leaving from A, is 1/4 faster. 1/4 means, can I say 72 divided by 4? So basically, yes, I'm saying 18 kilometers per hour faster. So if the previous train was 72, the new train would be 72 plus 18, 90 kilometers per hour. Correct? And they are saying the distance from Madras to Arkonam being 162. And this distance is also given to you. The distance between the two places is given to you as 162 kilometers. Okay. Now think about it. First thing first. When will the two trains meet? When will the two trains meet? Think about it. From 6:30 a.m. to 7:15 a.m. Those 45 minutes, only train M, the train left hand side train is moving. Will you agree? From 6:30 a.m. to 7:15 a.m. only the left hand side train is moving. Will you agree? So in 45 minutes, what is the distance that the left hand side train covered? What is the distance that the left hand side train covered in those 45 minutes? Let's have a look. You know what? The left hand side train in 1 hour, 72 kilometers per hour means In 60 minutes, the left-hand side train covers 72 kilometers. So in 45 minutes, the left-hand side train would cover how much? Apply the unitary method. Apply the unitary method. 72 divided by 60 into 45. So 15 threes are, 15 fours are, 4 18s are. So basically it would have covered 54 kilometers. 54 kilometers. So can I say at 7:15 a.m. the left-hand side train would have covered 54 kilometers. 54 kilometers, and it would have reached this place. And it would have reached this place. Correct? Now they say, when would the two trains meet? When would the two trains meet? What is the distance of separation now? 162 minus 54. 162 minus 64 is 108 kilometers. 162 minus 54 is 108 kilometers. So can I say at 7:15 a.m. the distance between the two trains is 108 kilometers. 108 kilometers. So what is the time? Time is distance divided by the speed. What speeds? Relative speeds. What do you mean by relative speeds? Think about it logically. Think about it logically. Think about it logically. The left-hand side train, right, it covers 72 kilometers per hour. Right-hand side train covers 90 kilometers per hour. So can I say 72 plus 90? Basically, they are covering 162 kilometers per hour. 162 kilometers per hour. Think about it. Again, I will apply the unitary method. Apply the unitary method. How will I apply the unitary method? I don't use formulas. I will always use unitary method. Left-hand side train is covering 72 kilometers per hour. So in 1 hour, left-hand side covers 72 and another one covers 90. So in 1 hour, the distance between them reduces by 72 plus 90. In other words, 162 kilometers the two trains would have traveled. 162 kilometers the two trains would have covered in 60 minutes. 60 minutes. Correct? But we don't want 162 kilometers to be covered because at 7:15 a.m. the distance between them is only 108 kilometers. So 108 kilometers is covered in how much time? Is covered in how much time? That is it. That is what you need to do, right? So how will you say? You will say 60 divided by 162 into 108. So can I write that? 60 divided by 162 into 108 will get you the minutes. Will get you the minutes. Will get you the minutes. Correct? Yes? Can you do this maths? Can you do this maths and calculate? If you don't multiply by 60, you don't multiply by 60 is also fine. If you don't multiply by 60, what will happen is you will get your answer in hours. I think that is perfectly fine. You will get your answer in hours. I think that is perfectly fine. Okay? So let's do this. 3 5s are 15, 12, 54. 3 36 are 18 2s are 18 3s are. So can I say they will meet after 2 by 3 hours? They will meet after 2 by 3 hours. Correct? Question is distance travel. Distance travel. So in 2 by 3 hours, how much distance would the left-hand side train travel? How much distance would the left-hand side train travel? Remember, the left-hand side train travels 72 kilometers per hour. So distance that this train would travel, distance, speed into time. So 72 into 2 by 3. So basically, it covers 48 kilometers. In 48 kilometers. Correct? So what is the total distance travel? Total distance travel is the initial 54 kilometers. Can you see? Initial 54 kilometers plus 48 kilometers in another 2 by 3 hours. So 54 plus 48 is 102 kilometers and that's your answer. 102 kilometers and that's your answer. I hope you got this. This is a brilliant question. A very nice one from the previous year NMAT papers. Previous year NMAT papers. Did you follow this? Any doubts you have, you can ask. Are we clear on this? Yes? Perfect. I think I can go to the next one. I think I can go to the next one. Okay, number 4. Number 4. Let's go to the next one. Number 4. Just trying to open the sheet. Yes. Let's look at number 4. An employer reduces the number of his employees in the ratio 12:9 and increases their wages in the ratio 14:15. So can I say old and present? Old and present, correct? So previously what was happening? Number of employees were in the ratio of 12:7. So it was 12x and 7x. Okay. And then what happened to their wages? Previously, their wages were in the ratio of 14 and 15. So can I say 14y and 15y? State whether its bill of total wages increases or decreases and in what ratio. Think about it. What's total wages? Can I say total salary is nothing but salary that you pay per person into the number of people? Will you agree? Think about it. What is the total salary? Total salary is salary that you pay per head into the number of people. So per head salary is 14y, number of people is 12x. So can I say this will become 168xy. Here it is becoming 7 into 15, 105xy. Just about the multiplication. 12 into 14, 168. 15 into 7, 105. So what's the ratio? Ratio is 168xy divided by 105xy, and xy cancels out. You can divide by 3. 5s are 56. 3 3s are 35. So then you can divide by 7. 7 8s are 7 5s are. Answer is 8 by 5. Answer is 8 by 5. That's your answer. Option B. Do questions repeat in the same pattern? Definitely. This is the NMAT. This is not your CAT, right? You have more or less the same type of questions in the NMAT repeating year after year, year after year. Chalo. Let's look at the next one. Let's look at the next one. Number 5. Okay, number 5. A company makes toy cars at a production cost of rupees 17.50 per unit. A market survey reveals that 10% of the product will be lost, 5% will be rejected, 5% will decay, and 5% will be stolen. At what price must the company sell it to realize 28% profit? Okay. So some of the products are getting destroyed, stolen, rejected, and so on. So let's say let total products, let number 5, okay, you can take any number, let total products is equal to some number you take. I think the easiest number to take will be 100. Okay. What is the cost price per unit? Cost price, okay, per unit will be how much? 17.5. 17.5. So can I say therefore total cost? What is the total cost? Total cost is 17.5 into 100. 17.5 into 100. Correct? Total cost will be 17.5 into 100, which is 1750. I hope this is clear. Where did this 100 come? I just assume. You can assume some other number, not a problem. You will get the same answer. I just assume 100 because 100 is easy to calculate. Fine. Next they say a market survey reveals that products are lost. 10% of the products are lost. So out of the 100 products, how many products are lost? So lost is 5. Rejected is 5. Okay. Lost is 5. Rejected is 5. Decay is 5. And stolen is 5. And stolen is 5. Correct? So how many products are gone? 20 products are gone. 20 products are gone. Therefore, products remaining is 100 minus 20. Correct? 100 minus 20 is how much? 80 products. 80 products are remaining. Then they say you need 28% overall profit. 28% overall profit. Think about it. Think about it. Products remaining is 80. Okay. 28% overall profit you need. So what should be the total selling price? Total selling price to gain 28% profit. Remember, total cost price is 1750. If you need 28% profit, can I say your total selling price must be cost price into 1.28. Will you agree? Why? 28% profit. If 10% profit into 1.1. If it is 20% profit, you would have said 1.2. But now it is 28% profit. So I'm using a calculator. 1750 into 1.28 will come out to be 2240. So the total selling price that you need, or the total money that you need after selling, is 2240. But the thing is, you have got only 80 products remaining. 80 products remaining. So what price should you sell them to gain this much money? So total money that you need is 2240. How many products are there? 80 products are there. So can I say per product? So what is the selling price per product? Total selling price divided by number of products will get you the selling price per product. So 8 2s are 16, 24. 8 2s are 16, right? 64. 8 8s are 64 is 8 8s. Are you clear? Are you clear? So 224 divided by 8. 224 divided by 8 is 28. 28. Any doubt in this? Okay. Just one small calculation error. Just one small calculation. Number of products lost is 10%. Number of products lost is 10%. So basically this is 10. This is basically 10. Remaining are 5. So products remaining are 100 minus how much? 100 minus these numbers. Lost 10, rejected 15. So total 25 are gone. So number of products remaining are basically 75. Are basically 75, right? 75. It's not 80, it's 75. Correct? So 75. I just wrote that 80. So this is 75. So your answer will be total selling price divided by selling price per product. Number of products, right? Is 75. So you'd get your answer as 29.86. 29.86. That's the answer. I hope you get this. Number 6, I will give you as a homework for the moment, and we will solve it tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. Okay, tomorrow morning live at 11:30 a.m. But I want you to try it as a homework so that you know where you stand in the competition today. That is it for today. That is it for today. Remember a few pointers. For any plus subscription, you can always use my code Parikshit Live for maximum discounts. Anytime you want discounts and anytime you want free mentorship, I repeat, free mentorship from my side. The only code where free mentorship is available from my side is the code Parikshit Live on your screen, apart from discounts. And also, to get maximum discounts even on Iconic, you can use the code Parikshit Live and you'll also get free mentorship on this code. Remember, there is a price hike happening. 10% increase in price from the 16th of September. Last few days to enroll at the lower price and at discounted prices, along with free mentorship. Free mentorship. And yes, the MBA test marathon is there. Do enroll for it, and scholarship test is also available for it. You can enroll for free using my code. That is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I'm going to see you in my next class. Till then, goodbye.